There's been a lot written about communication within a project environment and how deadly it can be if it's done poorly, and the destruction of great projects and great project teams if good communication skills aren't applied. And that's absolutely the truth. I did a podcast this morning that should appear a week from now with Skip Wiseman out of Poughkeepsie, New York. He is a specialist in the communications field and working with communications across teams and project teams now more directly. And we had a little bit of a debate whether it was 60 to 70% of projects are at risk and or fail because of poor communications, or as he said, 100% or because of poor will fail because of poor communications. So, or 100% of failures are due to poor communications. And so, whatever the number, it is critical. I am going to post this really great podcast next week on Wednesday, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, like I do always with Skip, about his 3 tips on great communicating, and it's really, really good. Before we get there, let me tell you my tip. That it's a science, that communicating is a science, and regardless of the methods you use and how good or bad you are, if you don't apply the science at the beginning, it's never going to succeed. No, regardless of how great a writer you are or a speaker you are, the science of that preparation, that good delivery, and the follow-up in the end, the good delivery we'll deal with. Let's talk about the preparation. In order to prepare, in order to deliver well in any communication platform, you need to know your audience. You need to put yourself in the shoes of the audience, in the seats of the audience, in the audience, and say to yourself, what do I really want to know here? Why do I need to know it? How do I want it to come my way? In what format? In what timing? In what style? If you put yourself in the audience and ask yourself these questions, good communication will come. It will come because you've thought it through. You see, so often we all just get up and we talk, or we pull the keyboard out and we open a new document and we write, or we sit and we listen, but we just don't prepare enough. We're too busy. We're too rushed. We don't have time. We've got too many things going on, so we just go. And that, in my mind, is the kiss of death. Folks, step number 1, prepare. Put yourself in the audience's shoes. If it's a one-on-one meeting, if it's you on a whole bunch of people, put yourself in her shoes or his shoes or their shoes and say, how do I want this? What do I need? What's in it for me? Why? How? When? Where? And that preparation then guides you to delivering and using the right product, scaled to your needs, with the right temperature, with the right volume, with the right size, in the right font, in the right format, at the right timing. And it all starts to work better. The third piece of the science of communicating well is that follow-up and asking yourself, how did I do? How did it go? Asking the audience, how did it go? Doing the surveys afterwards, following up 2 or 3 months from now and asking, how did that lesson and how did that workshop or how did the report sit or the data sit and how is it doing? The follow-up is so critical to being able to recycle back and say, okay, let's do it again. And let's do another time and make sure it works. Communicating is a science. We can talk about that delivery piece in the middle. And we'll start with Skip Wiseman next week. But let's apply the science first. Don't move until you get it. The beginning, the why, what's in it for them. Thanks for watching. I'm David Barrett. Bye-bye.